overall assessment of the players that played for Nigeria yesterday?
Um, for me, I think the team itself is not is not gelled together. That's 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 like the problem. That's what I feel the problem is. They are not gelling together. They are not playing well together. I think Nigeria's top team should be better than Rwanda's first team on paper. On paper, how do we bottle the lead, leading, playing well? Not really playing well, but I think we were comfortable. Boniface missing chances left and right. I think he doesn't really turn up for Nigeria per se. He does it more for Bayer Leverkusen. All of them actually, apart from just one or two. And I think the miss of the goalkeeper Wabani, we really miss him a lot. Okoye, he's very for his two side, but I don't know. It's not the second goal. He should have kept it out actually. So for me, the general assessment was the team was just in shambles. They were not playing anything. They were not really performing well per se. They were not really playing anything. And I think we need to fix up because we can't go to the AFCON like this. We get disgraced. And that's it.
Oh, okay, so your own overall assessment is the team not gelling. I can't remember, but mention the fact that you mentioned missing one Bali in the goalpost. Are you saying, and I'm coming from the point where a Maduka Okoye plays for Udinese in the Italian Serie A, and Nwabali's plays in the South African League. I mean, you would have expected that the quality of Maduka Okoye would be a bit higher than that of Nwabali. That's number one. Number two, uh, uh, is it more of the goalkeeper now, or more of the players that were used in that particular game?
It's everything combined. It's everything combined. It's not about the dog in the fight. It's about the fight in the dog. So it's not really about Maduka Okoye playing for Nile Italy and Orabali playing in South Africa. It's not really that. It's more or less of the ability of the both of them. I think for the fact that Orabali plays in Africa kind of suits him more. He understands his game more. He understands the pitch more. That's what I feel. He understands the trajectory of the ball and how the ball will move right here. And he has been doing well. If you watch him in the South African League, I saw a clip of him the other day. He caught the ball, threw the long throw, and he almost got an assist with that. So he's an amazing goalkeeper. And Nigeria will really miss him. If something that happened to him that he didn't go to the AFCON, but of course he will be grateful for the AFCON. But for me, I feel the players should should have gelled more. I don't know. I feel maybe it's a thing of the coach. Maybe if the coach can try to piece them together well, then the team can move forward. But like this, you will get this place in the AFCON. Just imagine we play South Africa. South Africa are like the best team in Africa right now. Just imagine we play South Africa or Cameroon or Morocco like this. They'll trash us.
But so how would you rate for me watching that particular game? You know, there's a Gabriel Osho who is playing the second game for Nigeria. That would be his first start. That would be second start for Nigeria. Being paired with a Trustekong. There is a bright Osai Samuel that has also been playing regularly. Remember that Nottingham Forest had an agreement with um, Nigerian Super Eagles as regards if he had qualified, he will go back to England and start preparing and the rest of that. Don't you think the players playing in front of Maduka Okoye contributed to his performance? That's number one. Also, another layer to that is this: the game against Benin Republic, Nwabali was very jittery in that particular game. He was not at his best. The goal we considered was a mistake from him. Do you think the players that played in front of Maduka Okoye contributed to the overall performance? Also, looking at the defense, do you think Osai Samuel, and Gabriel Shaw justified their inclusion in that?
For me, I think it's not a um all important game. The reason why the loss is funny is because it's on our home top. Nigeria have already qualified. So it's not like it's a do or die and we have to win. So it's good to test other players. But notwithstanding, the team is better than the Rwanda team. So we should easily put them there. The defense, for me, is not that bad. It's not really that bad. The second goal, Okuyo should have kept it out. And the game against Benin, what about the big it's, it's kind of understandable now. I think the dad was sick. So it's understandable that it's not all right in going through some things emotionally, and they still try to put on the jersey for his country. So that's a plus for him. But for me, I just feel the general team should work. For me, I don't even think the problem is with the defense. I think the problem is with the attack. Back in the days, Rwanda will catch them, they chop 4-2. Back in the days, 4-2, 4-1.
Uh, but, but, but,
That's it.
but, but I mean,
That's it. So it's
sorry.
not about the defense for me.
Yeah,
I feel it's about the attack. Because if the attack is just imagine Boniface didn't blasted all those balls upright and all those things, and he actually scored like two, and he scored another two. That should have been like 4-2. So we won't be saying the defense is bad, this is this. We won't be saying that if the attack is actually scoring also. That's just it. We don't score enough goals. And for a team that want to win the trophy, we have to score enough goals. If we continue like this, we are not going to collect any trophy in years. And that's it.
okay. You mentioned something as regards um, dispatching Rwandans and the rest of that. However, the last time we were able to beat Rwanda is about 12 years ago. I mean, that was last time. Since 2012, we've been finding it very difficult to beat Rwanda. Don't you think Rwanda is our bookie team, the team that always brings Nigeria down? You know, in the DPL, in those days, West Ham and Bolton is always the Achilles heel of Arsenal, while West Ham is always, the problem for Chelsea. Don't you think Rwanda has built enough confidence to become our major headache, owing to the fact that the last time we defeated them in any competitive match is 12 years ago?
I think Nigeria itself is not playing well. It's not the team of Rwanda being uh, a dark horse against Nigeria and always giving us problems and all those things. No, I don't really believe that. What I believe is I feel it is more Nigeria not playing well. That's what I believe in. That's what I believe in. That same you mentioned EPL, that same voting. Can he square up against Arsenal now? I don't think so.
That's true. Well,
Uh, so,
both
so
teams
that,
is
that that's
in the Division One now, in the League One now.
so I think they still played each other some weeks ago in the cup or something. 5 months or so. So it doesn't if you have the players that can do this thing then I just feel we need to get a coach. We need to get a coach ASAP. We need to get a coach.
Okay,
That will
okay.
balance.
Do you think Eguavon is not capable of taking the team further? Remember,
An African a
this an
Nigerian
NFF
coach.
that has not been very clinical in finding a coach for the Super Eagles for the past 9 months. They've been ruling around. They brought up a couple of things as regards the coach they were expecting, and they would announce to us that the coach will join. Only for us to find out that the coach have not even agreed to any contract. So, are you saying Eguavon does not have the quality to take us forward, or do you
He
think
does not
you
he
know?
does not have the he does not have the he has been there before now. He has been in Nigeria before. What did he do?
I mean,
What did he do?
he got us to this. He got us to third place in the 2019 Nations Cup.
Yes, he was also the coach in I think 2006 AFCON. Yeah, I think so. I think he was also the coach. 2006 AFCON. I think he was the coach. He was benching Okocha for Mikel and Keita. That's how that's how good of a coach he is. So for me, I don't think He has the version to even be a Nigerian coach. What has he done? What has he done before? He got us to 2019 third place. How will we play in the next round of football? We have the players to play beautiful football. We should be like the Brazil of Africa. That's how we should play. What South Africans play? South Africans play amazing football. Their football is amazing. So before we end up and go and be doing like Ghana, we need to fix up now. Because before we know it, we will be doing like Ghana. You guys are
I mean, Nigeria qualified, Ghana did not qualify, so definitely we can't be.
we're this
And Ghana is having it bad. All their
one.
teams are not doing well.
Yes, exactly. So you see, that's what I'm saying. So Ghana, assuming Ghana picks up on time, it's not have happened like this.
So
So
my question is this: so you know, Osai Samuel is very very important for Fenerbahce. It's also very very
Nigeria,
important for Mourinho. Mourinho has eulogized him a whole lot. He talks about him a whole lot. His performance, for the Fenerbahce team has been very exceptional. He transitions from the defense to the attack,
ah,
creating space. Gabriel Osho has been very fantastic for Auxerre. He used to play for Luton Town before
we don't
that
down
was
here.
relegated and he moved to Auxerre. He has been very fantastic for them. Do you think those two players, and owing to the fact that the reason why I'm asking this is this, Jesus Tekong is about 32. He has about 2, 3 more years to play for Nigeria from the performance so far. Do you think a Gabriel Osho and Bright Osai Samuel, do you think they are capable of stepping into the national team and getting a starting share based on their performance? Osho played 2 games. Osai Samuel has just played one.
Based off of this performance yesterday, I don't think so. But if you watch them for their first side, obviously they are flash. Osai Samuel has been immense for Fenerbahce and he has been playing very well. So for me, if we get another centre back, fine. But if we don't, we can still make do with them now. They are playing well. And again, 2, 3 years is a long time. Before you know, another person will spring up somewhere and we playing. If before the last half count, if we have said Nabali will be the goalkeeper, everybody will disagree. We will
That's
be
true.
thinking towards Francis or but it still happened, Nabali came up. So definitely the centre back will always spring up. People will always come up and play, and that's it. For me, we just need to get the team together. That's the most important thing. Because if they are playing well for their club side, then they should be playing well for Nigeria also.
Okay, that takes me to the midfield. Um, is Dele Bashiru played in place of Uwobi.
Maybe.
Ndidi was also on the bench, and the guys in the midfield, I think they gave a good account of themselves.
I think any more match that is actually won is won from the midfield. Any football match that is lost is also lost from the midfield. So I feel the midfield collapsed between those was in a rush. Shouldn't have. I think the first goal is set piece. They can't really do much about that. But the second goal, come on, come on, come on. And again, the kind of chances they were creating for the attack. So I think the midfield is still not good enough. So for me, I think our starting midfield should just remain. Trying other players is not good at all. So I think it's good that we see what they can do in this kind of games that are not so important because we are qualified already. But when it comes to the main thing, I think the major players will still come back and play.
So it means we don't want foul.
So don't know what we don't. Even the main movies, the movies and all, they don't really. If you watch in at Leicester this season, the coach has deployed him more forward. He's playing like a box to box midfielder in Leicester this season. So and that is if you don't dog out there, you have to be able to fight to get the ball. Look at how Osimhen play. He's always running. He's always fighting for the ball. That's how he plays. So for me, I feel Victor Boniface needs to reinvent himself. Alright, if Victor Osimhen gets injured, people might be surprised. A fast team actually start ahead of him.
Okay, so now now you mentioned Kelechi Iheanacho. Do you think Kelechi Iheanacho has justified his flop at the Super Eagles? Because I mean,
No, no, no.
I
No.
watched
He shouldn't
and,
have been on the team because
and
what
the way he
was
was
he doing
playing,
for
I was scratching my head wondering why I got this. I mean, until he came out yesterday, we didn't really Nigeria did not the attack was not that fluid. You know, he was taking out Samuel Chukwueze came in, and that was when we were able to get the goal. Do you think he's justifying his shirt in the national
no,
team?
he's not. He's not. He shouldn't have been in national team. I think what's his name now? The guy that played for Nottingham Forest.
Onyeka, uh,
No, it's like
Onachu, no, Onachu plays for Southampton.
no, Nottingham Forest. Um, what's his name?
Which of them? Is in Nigeria?
Awoni.
Okay, Awoni, yeah, Taiwo Awoni, yeah, Awoni. Awoni is injured now.
Awoni. Yeah, I know he's injured. Awoni is another person that can play the African game. That can be strong, he's fast, he's rugged. Yeah, that's the kind of players that can actually play here. And that's what it is. The NHL should not be called. I don't think he's going enough. Frankly, I think he made a mistake going off the screen. He should not have gone off the screen. He should have gone to like the Portuguese league. The league where he can be playing more often. Because he doesn't play. And if you don't play, you don't get your form back. So he doesn't play. He's adding weight at his age. He's adding weight. I watched the regular match and he won the ball, pushed it far from the goalkeeper. To be able to get the ball and slot it into the post is the problem. He's part already and everybody was laughing in the comment section. So it's crazy. So for me, I think he should try and work out more so that he can come down for a player of his age and his caliber. He shouldn't be in the team. The NFL should not be in the team.
I mean, he has mentioned that he wants to play like a 10 for Nigeria. Do you think we
When he
have
wants to play like a team,
yeah, do you think we have, a quality playmaker in our national team at the moment? The reason why I ask that is this. A lot of people have been expecting Iwobi to do the JJ magic, and definitely that is not happening. That's number one. Number two,
okay.
um, Dele Bashiru came in yesterday, and he tried his best. However, there's still this missing link, in terms of finding somebody that can actually replace a JJ Okocha. That has not happened yet. So, and Kelechi Iheanacho has been
I
clamoring
think
to play as a 10.
The number 10 jersey should just be retired. Because we don't have a player that can wear the number 10 jersey. I would say, wow, wow. Do you understand? We don't have that player. We don't have that player with that charisma, with that spirit. So wear the number 10 jersey and we will be like, amazing. Wow.
But the thing is, I mean, a whole lot of coaches they've moved away from the 4-4-2 game. A whole lot of them, are doing improvising, and the typical Nigerian team, we are always this 4-4-2, four midfielders, four defenders, and the rest of that. Do you think it's because of um,
I
Nigeria
think the
staying
previous
long away
AFCON,
from the formation we are used to? Do you think that is one of the problems where we've not been able to figure out, or find a concrete playmaker? Because most of the time since JJ Okocha retired, what we have been doing is looking for a makeshift playmaker in the team, and that has not worked out for us in the last 14, 15 years.
the last AFCON, we were playing the three at the back, I think. We were playing three at the back, the last AFCON. I think we were playing three at the back. We were playing three at the back. It was Ekong, the guy that plays for Swam, what's his name now?
Bassi.
Bassi and one other person. So
Onyeka,
think
Frank
like
Onyeka.
I don't know. I don't know. Orika was in the midfield, I think.
Onyeka was in the midfield. He was in front of them. There's this
Well,
young
think
guy,
he at the back.
Sanusi, Saidu Sanusi.
Saeed Sanusi, Saeed Samuel was
Sai
playing
Samuel,
on
yeah. Sai
the
Samuel was on the right.
I know was playing also.
Yes.
So so you were playing three at the back. So it's not really about um what you our traditional, just play what works for the team. What you feel these boys can do, the formation you feel they can play works for the team. For me, I feel Nigeria have enough players to play any position we want to, anything we want to do. Nigeria has that, we have that capability to do it. But um, speaking about the creative midfield role, it's so thinking Iwobi did not live up to expectation of what we imagined him to be. Because Iwobi was the one we were really looking up for, like, okay, Iwobi is going to put on that number 10 show and all those things. But it has not been. We should just retire the jersey. Because no player.
But do you think a Boniface can function as a 10? Because
Maybe,
the reason why I'm asking is this.
maybe.
The reason why I'm asking is this. So if you look at him playing Bayer Leverkusen, he doesn't play as a top nine because he doesn't have that technique. But most of the time, he drops deep, you know, get the ball and just for that. However, a lot of people have said because of how the German Bundesliga is, even the lowest team on the table, they are always playing a high line, always attacking. It creates room for a Victor Boniface to flourish. And that's why he can flourish as probably a 10. But when it comes to Africa, he can't do that. But do you think, based off what he's doing in his club, because I mean, the reason why he's getting call up is because of his
Because of
performance
this
in his club. So if he can do that very well for the club, do you think if the coach can tweak him and probably change his position, do you think he can function as a 10 while playing for Nigeria and do
Yes, he
well for
can
the club?
actually he can function as a 10. For me, I think he can function as a 10. There's nothing he can do if we are being honest. Boniface is one of the best players.
It's not what?
He, I think he's one of the best players in the world.
Okay.
He drops deep and connects. He sees the ball well. He has a good passing range. He's one of the best players. But for him playing as a 10, uh, maybe, but not really a traditional thing. Maybe more of like a supporting striker kind of that kind of a thing, but not really a traditional thing. I don't think he'll be able to have the work rate to balance it up. But I don't know. I just feel they should just find something to do with it, or they should just be benched. It's a
Okay.
Monday bench.
Another thing is this. So basically, there is, you know, we play Rwanda again in March. Rwanda has the upper hand right now at the moment. Um, they they have the confidence. Their coach was very adamant that yes, they did not qualify for the Nations Cup. Benin was able to do it because of the head-to-head record with Rwanda. However, their coach, before the match said he knows how to cage Nigerians and was able to do that in front of our fans. We played them in March again, and we are in a very delicate situation in our World Cup group at the moment. Do you think we'll be able to overcome them, owing to the fact that I think we are playing them away now? We are playing them away in March. With this victory now,
I
do you
think they
think
will
that has,
win.
that has
I
gingered
think
them, that will
Nigeria
ginger
will.
them enough to be able to
I think
push further
Nigeria will.
and beat us
I
in
think
March?
Nigeria will win. I think Nigeria will win because Nigeria have been losing. They have actually been losing. No, they have been losing, but this one, people felt it, kind of. People felt it, and I think the ginger will be there. There will be this motivation that we have to do this right. I think Nigeria will win the match. If you give me their home top, Nigeria will win the match. Nigeria
So,
will win. And of course, the first thing is start now, and it will be after the AFCON. So we would have played the AFCON, teams would have, players would have gelled, some players would have retired from the team. So we win.
so the big question now is this: do you think Iguavon needs to be replaced? Because I mean, after the game yesterday, you could see the reaction on his face. I was watching the NFF president Guzau was busy ranting to somebody sitting down beside him. I mean, he was not happy with the performance, and you could see it.
I think nobody is happy with the performance now.
You said,
I think nobody is happy with the performance. Exactly, nobody is happy with the performance. Nobody. And the whole, for me, I think Nigeria always performs better under a foreign coach.
but the question has always been this.
Why?
What do you think the foreign coach will do different that Iguavon is not doing? And also remember
The
that
foreign coach,
this
the
an
foreign
NFF,
one, the foreign coach will not be biased.
that owes people money.
The foreign coach will not be biased. There was a time Osimhen was not available. I think it was a World Cup qualifier. Osimhen was not available. I think this is who now. The time Osimhen got the issues with the coach,
Finidi.
what is it called? Finidi. Osimhen was not available, and the best for it is when the thing happened, it was a World Cup qualifier. So we need a foreign coach. The foreign coach will not be biased because if Baba Michelle, it's not there's nothing like that. So the foreign coach will not be biased. You play when you deserve to play.
No,
That's how the foreign
but,
coach works. So for me, the
but
foreign
the
coach
question has always been you mentioned something which is very funny. And Baba Mishebe, for those listening to us, more of just take it like that. I mean, there has been reports that most of the time, there are some godfathers that you know insist on some players featuring for Nigeria. A typical example is there's a particular Tanimu who plays in the Tanzanian league. Nobody has heard of him before. He just moved to I think Luton Town or one particular club in England, one Division Two or Division Three club in England, and he's getting a call to the national team. And he even played. I mean, the two games under Finidi George, the one against South Africa and the one against Benin Republic, he was there playing. So I mean, there has been
is he playing now?
people
Is he caught up
influencing.
now?
You said?
Is he caught up now?
I mean, it's because of the whole lot of shouting and just so. I mean,
That's the point.
if the NFF and most of the time, the NFF gets to invite players. So if the NFF have a particular godfather that is calling the team, insist on the particular player coming, do you think the coach will have any chance? And remember, we don't have money to pay a top coach based on what the NFF have said.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said we need to have a foreign coach. I feel a foreign coach will not be dictated to. He will not tell the coach what to do and where and the kind of players he should choose or he should play with or the kind of style he should play. That's what we need. We need a foreign coach. Because imagine, I think Yana should not be called. If he's a foreign coach, Yana will not be called. This particular Yana, this fat Yana will not be called. I'm telling you, you won't be called up. There are many players. If you look to the Nigerian league, there are players now.
I mean, there's a gift Orban, there's a Desri,
Yeah, yes,
who,
there's a Victor Ban somewhere. Victor Ban
who,
is on fire.
who has been playing very well in the French league. Do you think
The
it's
French
more
is
of
not,
do,
yes.
you- do you think it's more of the coach preference or because those
He's
people
more of the
they
coach
don't have
preference. That's
godfathers?
what I'm saying. That's the point. It's coach preference. Okay, why is Victor Ban not called up?
I mean, I'm wondering myself. It begs the question. I mean, this is one of the
And he's
things
playing well.
that I have said over and over again. I think Gift Orban deserves a chance in the national team. And
Exactly.
I mean,
Playing well.
he's been doing very well. Desert has been scoring goals with reckless abandon for Rangers. He even scored in the Europa League. And yet, he's not getting a call up. Whereas
They are not getting
there's a
called up.
particular Alassane Yusuf, who was abusing somebody on the internet as regards people complaining about his color. This is a person that plays for Real Sociedad and he's not even making it in the first team. Yet
The first,
he's getting a call up
the
for the
first
national team. Are you saying this is because we have a local coach and we don't have a foreign
yes,
coach? That's why
it's
this
because
is
we have a
fine.
local coach. It's because we have a local coach. Yes, now. Ah, Baba, my boy. Oh.
I mean, so the question is this: there were rumors that they wanted to hire Averina. Averina said he wanted about $180,000 every month, and that's about 300, 400 million based on the exchange rate. The NFF has come out repeatedly to say they do not have that kind of money to pay to coaches. Do you think it's still a good idea for us to explore the foreign coach
There,
option.
there, 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 are-
When
there,
it
are,
took us
there
9
are many
months of chasing
there
our
are many
coaches before
there are
appointing
many there are
Eguavo.
many coaches around that could we don't have to recycle coach. We shouldn't we shouldn't recycle coach. Iguabo should not be the coach of Nigeria. Really, all these guys should not. They shouldn't even come close. See the Ivorian thing. Nobody knew the guy from Adam.
But 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 is,
So
but is there local guys? Are you saying
that's what I'm saying. Even if they are going to go for a local coach, a Nigerian based coach, I don't want to say local coach, but what is local, what is foreign? A Nigerian based coach or African based coach, it should be someone else, not these guys that have come and they didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. If the first time Ancelotti went to Madrid, he did not do anything. He didn't go and call him back. I mean, why are we calling somebody that came and gave him anything? The only coach in Nigeria that people knew that if they went to hire him, nobody will complain. God bless his soul. He's still in question because he has done something before.
but I mean before
If he was
Eguavo,
alive and they went to hire him, then everybody will say, okay, no,
I mean
then, then
before his before the 2013 Nations Cup, Stephen Kechi has not really done much in terms of winning anything locally, but he was able to do that. Don't you think because the local
that's what I'm saying.
coaches lack support from the
Has
glass
he
house?
coached Nigeria before then?
No, he has not. He has not.
That's what I'm saying. He has not been in the fold, so he's totally excluded. Which I never do, you don't judge him on now. That's it. So he has not been.
But I mean, Eguavon,
He has not been there. So you
yes,
can't judge him. So, but now we have seen what these guys can do. The Grandma has been there, Fidel has been there, Siasia has been there, this person has been there. We have seen what all of them can do, one by one.
but
We have seen what all of them can do.
do you think a CSR return will be
No,
justified? I mean, if you are saying Eguavon cannot do the job, um, the NFF is saying they don't have money to pay foreign coaches. Do you think a return of CSR will be justified? I
no.
mean, his ban has expired and it's available to
I
be
think
hired.
they should go for someone totally different from what these guys.
So who do we have in
Like
Nigeria that can do it?
like a Gabalawa. A,
What has
someone
Gabalawa done in terms of football? Gabalawa is
he,
part of the technical committee, and
he
look at
doesn't
the
need to have
result.
done what has the game did? What did his game? What did he do? Then what did he do in Madrid before Madrid hired him the first time? He was with as a captain. He was assistant to Ancelotti. Madrid hired him and they won three Champions League back to back and the league. And they came back again, they won the league. So
That's
it's not about what he has done. It's about the pedigree of the player, how they respect the players around. Do they even respect him? I feel if you speak to a JJ and say, please, just come and coach this guy. Players will respect him. If you speak to a Cameroon coach, come and coach can do that thing. They will play.
but
Sometimes the players play for who they respect. It's not because of your philosophy and all these things. No, they play for who they respect. Ebra said something. He said, throughout his time at Man U, Ferguson did not give him practice coaching. When you go to, you have to cross the ball like this, you have to move back, push forward this time. No, just put information there. You go out, you queue for the coach. That's it. So you play for who you respect. You play for who is the most respected players in Nigeria.
well,
JJ, I don't know.
but those guys doing than coach. There was this interview from Olise, and he was complaining about you know the NFF that he had to resign abruptly. And this is somebody that a well-respected player. He has done it for Nigeria. But also, don't you think it's because the local coaches do not have backing? Because if we continue to hire, and this is just me asking you, if we continue to hire foreign coaches, how do our coach grow? How do our local coaches grow? Because most of them they are always moving from Castina United to NASA to
If the
Rivers.
local
Where is
coach,
that?
if the local coach wants to grow, he should go out.
Amunike was in Tanzania. He qualified Tanzania for the Nations Cup. They are not nobody's giving Amunike the
Exactly.
opportunity.
That's
Nobody's
another person that people should look about. Should look at. Amunike.
nobody's talking about Amunike. No, I mean, he discovered Osimhen. He coached the under 17 to the World Cup
Exactly.
and they won it.
Exactly.
And nobody's talking about him.
Exactly. So people should look at Amunike. There are people which we have tested all these ones. Gabon, Philippi, the rest. We have tested all them all. People should look at Amunike. Look at other guys. If a foreign coach wants to go, he should go out. When you say he went out to coach, that's when Nigeria saw him. He wasn't here, and Nigeria just say,
Well,
that guy.
you are right, only because Fortuna started for a while. You know,
Exactly.
took
So he went out.
took them from
So
qualifying to
if
the
you
upper
really
league.
want to take your coaching career serious, go out and do something. Don't just stay. Don't just sit down and be looking. Go out and do something. And when you do something, then people can see the Senegalese coach.
Ali used to say,
Yes, former player. That's what I'm saying. They don't need to be testing all of them one by one. They are former players. No, and they are being allowed to you. The youth that you know that this one is capacity. Bring him up. It's not like they want to bring someone that is mature. Cameroon, you see,
well, that's true.
Cameroon went to the song
But Gubesson did not do well. I mean, Gubesson had a very terrible Nations Cup.
like, this last Nations Cup,
Yeah, definitely.
the previous, the
And
World Cup.
Gubesson is fired at the moment. I mean,
I know it's fired.
yeah,
I know it's fired. It's just because of I just feel it's because of the youth between him and Samuel Eto'o. For me, I just feel it's because of the youth between him and Samuel Eto'o. That's the reason why.
well, that's trending because I know there's a whole lot of it. So one last thing before you go. Um, Based on our performance yesterday, do you think we have a shot at qualifying for the World Cup? Because I mean, we literally need to win the remaining 6 games if we want to qualify. Do you think we have a shot based
Of
on the
course,
fact that
no.
we lost
Of
at the
course,
game yesterday
we can
and the
qualify.
confidence
We
is not
can
falling?
qualify for the World Cup now. We can qualify for the World Cup, but I know we can qualify, but we will not.
We may not.
We can't win the next 6 matches now. We can't. Although other teams too will drop points though, but I don't think we can qualify for the World Cup. Maybe
Okay,
like this one.
so
I don't think so.
as it is now, World Cup is not sure for us.
It's not sure. It's not sure.
Wow.
World Cup now, now, wahala now. Nations Cup, we dey do our Nations Cup.
But do you think we have the team to win the Nations Cup? I mean, on the final day,
Yes,
do you think we have
now.
the
Yes,
team to win the
yes,
Nations Cup?
now. Yes, now. We were in the finals. We were in the finals the last time now. So
We
we have
struggled
this.
to get to
We
the
have
finals.
you said
We struggled to get to the finals.
every team struggles to win the tournament. No team shows and win the tournament except you are not getting out of the tournament. Like actually handled the tournament.
You are still on this on the Argentina matter. It's about 3 years now. That 3 years.
No team actually shows and win the tournament. You have to struggle to win. So I think we have what it takes to. Apart from a Morocco, a South Africa, and Ivory Coast, I don't think there's anything that can make Nigeria shake. And I think one of those three things we have a bad tournament. Like they won't even qualify from the group. If they qualify safe, the second round, they are one of those three things. So it's always like that. The team that is so good on paper, they will come and they will flop and everything. So that one is like that. Then um, the Nigerian team is good enough to just win the tournament. And I hope the God of football favors us this time.
Well, he said Timmy said he hopes that the God of football favors us this time around. It's a wrap. Thank you again for joining. It's always amazing
Thank
discussing
you.
football with you. I hope you'll be able to join us the next time we call upon you. I know
Sure.
it's very early where you are, but I mean it's something we have to discuss. Thank you again for joining us. Thank you.
All
Have a great day.
right. All right. Okay.